Hey y'all, we are live. This is Lauren De Laguna. I am by myself right now, but we are waiting for my awesome guest. We're gonna have Alex with playing with fire come on, and he's gonna also be here live, which is fun. I haven't had a live guest. When was the last time I had a live guest? I think it was the MAGA rapper was my last live guest. So before he comes, you guys can help me with my fucking studio. So I bought these lights, but they kind of do nothing when I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, so I just want to briefly say before we get started, we are going to interview Alex with Playing with Fire. Before he comes, you guys are going to help me with my studio a little bit in the comments. But yeah, what we're going to grill him on is this video. So he's kind of had this video allegation come out where he's allegedly interested in younger women, if you catch my drift. And so I am going to be grilling him about this alleged interest in younger girls and having someone underage on his channel because people are trying to expose him for this. And so I just want to talk to him about it. And yeah, so we're going to do that. Before we get into it, are they over 18? No, they were not over 18. So allegedly, right? So he's been accused in this video someone sent me, and we're going to go over that video and we're going to talk about his alleged interest in these younger women. I'm not sure. We're going to talk to him about it. I like to, when I get some sort of allegations, I like to confront the person directly who the allegations about and talk to him directly about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to Alex directly about these allegations as soon as he comes, and he's coming with his mother. I don't know. I know she's going to watch. I don't know if she wants to be on camera. So there might be a point where I like put a cloth over the camera and let her come into the room. And then, yeah, but yeah, he's a wee bit late. He says that he is almost here. And he also knows what we're going to talk about beforehand. So he's like, this isn't like a blindsiding or anything. Yeah, I don't know, Daniel. So Daniel's question is, were they over 18? And I said no, allegedly. And what are they doing on stream? I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what happened there. I'm going to talk to him directly and ask him what happened. Was there a minor on his stream? How did she get on the stream? Was she vetted? Do you have a vetting process? These are the types of questions I'm going to be asking him to see what happened there. Lauren De Laguna, can you pass the bar just one time, dude? Well, I did. I passed twice, actually. I passed twice, and I got admitted to the bar. And actually, here he is. So let me go get him. My dog's about to bark. I'm sorry. Let me mute so that you don't hear. But yeah, so how we doing, Alex?
I'm chilling. I got really lucky with a parking spot in your place.
Oh,
there was
yeah?
someone that was leaving, and I just squeezed in there. Some guy wanted to get in there. I had my mom go out and kind of parking block him. So.
Oh, wow, that's perfect. The mom with the block. That's needed.
With my big muscles.
Moms are the best for so many uses. So I'm also a good cook too.
My mom's a great cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been actually eating good food for the last 4 days. Usually I eat dog shit that my roommate cooks.
Oh, that's nice for your roommate to share, but I wouldn't call it dog.
Well, it's kind of his duty because I give him a deal on rent. So that's kind of like the little arrangement we have. So I pay the electric bills, I give him a deal on rent, he cooks, and he walks the dogs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So we are gonna have like a really hard topic this
Okay.
chit chat. Yeah. So
Are we getting into like politics, or is this my personal shit?
just the personal shit, the stuff that I asked you about, like wanting.
Oh, okay, yeah,
so,
sure.
Yeah, I figured we would just like jump right into that.
Okay,
and
sure.
So yeah, so there's like this video going around that's accusing you of being interested in.
I can break that whole thing down.
In minor women, specifically.
Aspen,
specifically this one particular woman, and she was on your stream. How many times? Do you know how many times she was on your stream?
She was on my stream several times.
And how old is she?
She was 17 3/4 when she first came on, and then after I found out she was underage, she didn't come on again until she was 18.
Okay, so do you know like what state she lives in, or if that does that matter to you at all? That like the age of consent is different in different states.
So are we live right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're live.
So let me. I think I should probably get a little closer so people can see me. It doesn't look like I'm hiding from the camera. So this is a girl that I had no intention of meeting up. I have a show where I do speed dating. You did on my speed dating show, and a lot of the times I have an assistant whose job it is to recruit girls for that. So he scheduled this girl to come on. I knew nothing about her before she came on. She comes on, and then we have it's perfectly normal speed date. And then a few months later, someone who like one of these channels that hates me, they do like a thing like, oh, she just posted her high school graduation, blah, blah. So she must be underage. So at that point, I asked her like, hey, wait, were you under 18 when you came on? She confesses, she apologizes, says, I'm sorry. I should have told you. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of doesn't look good optically. And she's like, yeah, my bad. Hopefully I didn't burn the bridge. I'm like, no, but like, I can't have you on until you're 18. And that was really the extent of it. She herself said in the comments that I acted nothing but professional towards her. I never hit on her. I never tried to bang her or anything like that. So yeah, it was like kind of an accident, but nothing illegal happened. I never met up with this girl. I never had sex with her. No one met up with this girl. It was just kind of a poor optics that a girl who's 17 3/4 came on a speed date, but no one knew that she was 17 3/4.
Yeah. Do you have like any procedures moving forward to ensure that like all of the girls on your dating show are in fact of age?
So I think that kind of what we do is that if a girl looks like she could be potentially under like the age of 20, we just ask them. But we don't go as far as like asking for ID because I feel like that's going to be weird. Like for me to ask someone to send over an ID if she doesn't know who I am. So we just kind of go with the trust system, essentially, if a girl looks like she might be under 21 or something.
Okay. And yeah, is there like an age range that you're going for when you're like recruiting girls? Like what do you look for when you're recruiting?
Any girl who's relatively attractive. That's it. Okay. We've had girls on in their 40s, 30s, 20s. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it bother you that like even if you were to get, let's say like it's a strict liability thing. So for instance, even if you were to, let's say, ask for an ID, which would be like a great step, and she gives you a fake ID and then you pursued her, that would still be strict liability on you.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to bang these speed date girls. That's the difference. I don't think there's any crime with having. I know it looks bad optics wise, and obviously, like, it wouldn't be smart optics wise for me to have anyone under the age of 18, even if I want to. But there's no crime that's committed by having someone who's 17 3/4 on a speed date podcast. But yeah, I'm not trying to like bang these speed date girls. Most of them live like way out of like in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm not gonna like fucking try to like meet up with them.
And you don't think like any of the guys are also like maybe you're not trying to hook up with them, but like because we're like presenting these girls to like a group of men, do you think any of these men are? I mean, the point is for them to actively to pursue trying to.
No, it's not. So the whole I'm pretty clear about this. The whole thing is practice. It's just really practice flirting. It's not supposed to be in any way like something that guys are then supposed to pursue. There's been maybe 2 cases ever of someone who went on a speed date with a girl where they actually met up. Both of them were well over 18. Literally out of like I don't know how many speed dates I've done, there's only been 2 cases. So it rarely happens. And no, that's not the purpose. Now, purpose, it's not supposed to be like a dating matchmaking show. It's supposed to be a game practice show.
Oh, okay. But people do, even the two people that you know of only met in person, people do like meet up like in the DMs afterwards. Have you heard of that, or is this?
I've heard stories of guys sliding to girls' DMs, but most of the time the girls don't respond.
Fair, but
I mean, like if some guy from my speed date slid in your DMs, what's the chance that you would respond?
It depends what he's saying.
But most likely it's going to be a lower chance.
If he's saying with your cash app or so, I might respond.
Okay. Oh, you're that type of Lauren. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Damn. I thought you conservative girls have values.
No, what are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty. Okay, just were there any other like allegations in the video that you want to address?
So yeah, so this has been like to me, this is like the biggest non-controversy ever. Like if you look at the facts, is some girl came on my speed date who I didn't know was underage. When I found out, I brought up to her, didn't have her on again until she became of age. I never pursued her, never met up with her, didn't try to do anything at all sexual with her or anything even close to that. And then it's like somehow it's like, oh my God, Alex is into young girls. It's like ridiculous. I'm dating a girl who's like the same age as me. There's a claim that I've heard made is because they like play back all the time shows on speed date, is that I was like joking around with her and I made like a joke that was like semi-sexual, but it's like the same joke I would make with you and anyone else.
Yeah.
So that joke has been taken out of context.
I mean, but you are always trying to pursue me, so
obviously we all know that. I'm the one that's grabbing your ass on the street.
Exactly.
Yeah, not the other way around. So that joke has been taken out of context, but if you look actually just even if you take it out of context, just actually listen to the joke, it's the most like innocent, like fucking random internet bullshitting ever. It's the same way I interact with every single person on the internet. There's a very clear difference between how I interact with a girl who I'm trying to hit on, and you can see videos of me doing that. It's much more direct. It's much more like seductive versus it's just like girl. I'm like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just make random jokes.
Did you know the person who made the compilation video before it was made? Or is this just like a channel that did like
no, there's like several channels that are just dedicated to hating me. Like their whole content is just like me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the clip you sent me was from that channel.
Okay. Yeah, I also saw one other video that was from a content creator who I know is like dedicated to more like making fun of like a large variety of people, and I think
you're talking about
Bose, I think.
Bose?
Yeah, was it Bose or was it like Michelle? It was
the one I was thinking of is the chick that used to be like dom prostitute. What's her name?
I thought it was Michelle. Is it not Michelle?
No, the one that like she's gone after like Andrew, she's gone after me. She's used to be like she's a black chick. She used to be like a prostitute.
Yeah, I think we're talking about. I didn't know she used, but previous profession she used to have. I don't know.
She's pretty upfront about that. That's not me making a claim. I'm not even saying that as necessarily disparaging ways. It is kind of ironic though that she would call my girlfriend a prostitute while she herself literally used to be a prostitute.
Was that the claim? Yeah, so I thought the claim was that that your girlfriend was either like a mail order bride or like that you were like somehow like forcing her into this relationship.
Well, there's been many claims made. So for this specific content creator whose name for some reason I cannot think of.
I know, right? I swear to God, it's Michelle, and we're talking about the same. She's pretty. She's black. I think she even did a one.
No, she's like 50.
She did one on me recently.
I don't think she's pretty at all.
She gave me good reviews.
Did she? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean she's made up like a whole bunch of shit about me. I can tell you if you want really how that petty drama started, but she's made up lies saying that I threatened her and her husband in DMs or email, and then I said I'll give her $10,000 to provide 1 ounce of proof. She didn't comply, so then I said I'll give you $10,000 and hand over my YouTube channel to you if you can provide the proof. She didn't do it. I reached out through Destiny to have her debate me. She shut it down. She just doesn't want to get into it. She's made the claim that initially the claim was that my girlfriend was a green card girlfriend, so she was with me for a green card. Even though my girlfriend's a U.S. citizen, and we showed her passport like live on air.
Makes sense.
It's kind of like the stupid fucking shit I have to like resort to. But yeah, and then it became that my girlfriend's like actually a prostitute somehow. Yeah, like it's just ironic that the girl who used to be a prostitute is saying that my girlfriend's a prostitute, even though my girlfriend like works in the corporate world and has never even done anything remotely similar to that.
How long have you guys been together?
Me and Natty.
Yeah.
We've known each other for 4.5 years. We've been dating for about 2.5, 3 years.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a significant period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
her.
she's the love of my life.
Yeah, if she was just a prostitute, I doubt she'd be like hanging around. I know, unless you're loaded. Is there something you want to tell us?
I make above average income, but I don't think I'm loaded.
Okay.
I'm not top 1%, probably top 5%.
Alrighty. Well, what?
But my girlfriend makes the same amount of money as me, like a little less, but she makes like well over 6 figures.
So, like, what got you into this, like, dating, like, dating and coaching and dating, like, into the sexual arena? What got you into this?
Oh, okay. Totally changing gears.
Yeah.
It sort of happened as a relative. Well, are you asking me how did I start the playing with fire business? How did I get into dating, like learning about dating and game in general?
Yeah, let's start with learning about dating and game in general, and then when did you start like the channel specifically?
Okay, yeah. So I didn't lose my virginity until a lot later in life. I was really, really bad with women for a long period of my life. And I was quite depressed. I've told stories on my channel, like one time I was like borderline suicidal because my roommate swiped a girl that I brought
You're
home.
not talking about Truth Logic, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, I was talking. Who cares about that woman? That woman lies about everything.
Yeah, well, that's why I was surprised you said she
No,
said
that
something.
woman lies. Yeah, no, that woman
Yeah.
lied about.
And also I was
everything.
surprised you said she was attractive. I'm like, she's so
No,
ugly.
no. I'm talking
Who are you talking about?
She has like a bigger chance, much bigger than Tree of Logic. She actually gets views. Tree of Logic doesn't get views. It's like this woman. I don't think she used to be a prostitute. Tree of Logic used to be.
Yeah.
Not this woman. She's also black. She has long hair. She sits in like a throne. She's funny. I swear to God.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yes.
But I don't think she accused me of anything along the lines of that. I think she was just like making fun of the concept of like what I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to address that because they also made fun of your girlfriend and like said that she was kind of like that she wasn't actually your girlfriend. She didn't want to be there. That she wasn't actually swooned by you.
Yeah, I mean, like I will give anyone like any like $10,000 to provide one evidence of that. I mean, like
who is that girl? Do you remember her name?
I don't remember her name, but I know who you're talking about. I think I might have even responded to that video because she is a popular content creator.
Unlike True Vlog.
Yeah, and she is like somewhat of a comedian. Like she may have one or two good jokes in there.
Yeah.
That I thought were. I responded to that video, but it was so long ago. I don't remember exactly what the claims were.
But it's only my recent time, like knowing you and having seen that video, and then whatever. It's only recently that I saw this video, so
I know I definitely did a response to that.
Okay, interesting. All right, check out the response video. I'll link it below.
Yeah, I'll have to find it, but I'm sure it's there.
Yeah, sorry. Going back to how you got into the dating scene, like dating coaching scene, and then how you started playing with fire.
Yeah, so I used to be really bad with women. It was a major, major cause of pain in my life. I was quite depressed in my late teens, early 20s. I used to go out and just strike out. And as a result, I would wind up drinking a lot. Because that's the only way I had the courage to go up and talk to a girl, because otherwise I felt very like filtered. And then when I was about 20 or something like that, one of my buddies gave me a book called The Game, and he told me to read it. I did. I read it all in one sitting, and that kind of opened the doors, and I started
reading. You read it all in one sitting?
All in one sitting. 7 hours. Yeah. All in one sitting. I couldn't put it down.
It's a long book.
It's a long book. I was supposed to go out that night, but I started reading it, and it was just like, it hit on so many like pain points I had. And I thought I was like the only one that like sucked with girls. And then they opened up like the door, and I started like looking at other YouTubers who do shit like this. And then I started going out and trying to like apply some of the strategies. I mean, some of it was cringe, but then I kind of figured out pretty quickly which ones are cringe and which ones are not cringe. That's kind of what kicked off the journey.
Interesting. So, wow, just that one book. Did you ever watch that TV show that the writer of that book?
VH1. I learned about that TV show much later, like years later. I know the show was older, but I didn't know about it at the time.
Okay, so you haven't seen it.
I've seen it, but I saw it way after I read the book.
What did you think about it? Like, so the show is essentially like they had like a bunch of men living in a house and trying to get better and better at picking up women.
Oh, I might be thinking of a different show. I'm thinking about the one where they have like competitions. It's like VH1, like pickup art or something like that, or Keys to the VIP. That's the one I'm thinking of. Is that the one you're thinking of?
I think so. Like they have to do competition.
Yeah. In that one,
but all of the men had like never kissed a girl before. They were all virgins, and by the end, one of them got like laid for the first time?
Maybe that was like an earlier season. The ones I watched, I haven't watched all the seasons or even a fraction of them. The ones I watched, it was like I remember this one guy who was like a pickup coach. His name was Cajun against his cousin, and they were like competing against each other. The one I know is like where there's competitions, but definitely like all the guys, at least when I was start watching in whatever season, were in virgins. I'm sure some of them were.
Interesting. Okay, so have you seen like have you had any of your like clients or any people that you've worked with go from like virgins to actually getting laid on like a decently regular basis?
Yes, I've made countless videos about it. I even had a guy with cerebral palsy who he wasn't technically a virgin because he used to have sex with prostitutes, but he's never actually had sex with like outside paying for it, and he got a girlfriend from Tinder.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, and he's got cerebral palsy. You literally can't understand him when he talks, and that was a powerful video because I think for a lot of people it was like, all right, if this guy can do it, so can you. And that guy had the best attitude ever. He was so positive.
When did you start your channel again?
2018, I think.
2000. Has having like a sex dating coaching channel hurt? Like, did that bother your girlfriend at all, or was it like, or before you had a girlfriend, did it hurt your dating life, or did it help your dating life, or what was that?
In the earlier stages, it would probably hurt my dating life more. If I got to the point of a first date, then it didn't really matter. Because then the girl would meet me and know I'm like not like a cringy like neg pickup artist that like is like, hey there, I think your shoes suck. But if I got to the point of first date, but I had some situations where girls would cancel the day because it'd be like, oh, I stumbled across your YouTube channel and I don't like whatever, like misogynist shit. But if I could get past that, then it was fine. But it wasn't often. I'd say maybe like 15-20% of the time. I would say at this point it's probably break even because there's been a few girls who are like fans of the channel and like have reached out to me and I've met up with 3 of them. So I think at this point it's kind of a break even thing.
Am I considered in
no.
the group? Well, then make it 4 of them, right?
Well, no, but like I never like actually try to fuck you, so that's the difference.
Ouch, a little bit. Hurts your feelings a little. Okay. No, fair. So with your experience with all of this, what would be like your top 3, like if you had to give like the secret sauce away, what would be like your top 3 pieces of advice for men who just want to get laid for the first time?
For virgins?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really think there's any secret sauce. There's just like a combination of things that you could do that would be better. So I think the problem with a lot of virgins is they're like trying to meet girls at like clubs and bars. And that's like what I would consider challenge level to be really, really high. So whenever I have a virgin client, I try to make the challenge level as low as possible. I just create like a very sexual profile on Tinder and then have them do like semi-sexual texting. Like ask the girl, what are you looking for on her? The girl say, oh, something fun. Oh, cool, me too, blah, blah. Make it slightly sexual so that at that point when the girl comes to his place, all he has to do is not have a seizure and he'll have sex. And then once you get out of your system, you can up the challenge level. Then you can try to meet girls during the daytime. But I think like a lot of the problem with virgins is they're trying to play the game on hard mode, but they haven't even mastered like easy mode. So that would be one. I think number 2 is just get really, really good photos. Because I think for a virgin, like really dating apps is where you should start. And then you can graduate from dating apps. I feel like I'm still far from the camera.
Yeah, no, you're good. You can adjust however you want. I also want to just check the battery because I forgot to charge the laptop before we went because I am genius mode 100%.
Genius mode, yeah. Kanye style.
Yeah, it's hard to be a genius like me, just walking around all you
with this massive brain.
Yeah, like
holding you down.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's hard to keep my neck straight.
Yeah.
So
I'll get you one of my heat packs. They help for next day.
Do you ever have like I'm assuming you never have men who like have no problem with like picking up women but struggle with like finding a good girlfriend. Is that ever an issue for you?
Yes, but not as often as the other types of guys.
Yeah.
I've had like pretty much every type of situation. I had this one guy who was like a sheikh in UAE. He was like involved with the government, like not the ruler, but like the guy like right below the ruler. He was like worth like I don't know hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And he was telling me, he was like, because I think at that time I was charging like $150 an hour. He's like, dude, I'll just send you $1,000. I'm like, oh, okay, but I don't really charge that much. He's like, it's okay, I like you. So he like just send me $1,000, like just out of nowhere. And he was like, we got on a phone call and he was like, dude, he's like, I actually get laid all the time because of my status. But he's like, you know what? I want to meet a girl through Tinder. And I was like, okay, why? He's like, well, because, I feel like they might like me for me versus they're going for me for my status. I was like, okay. And he was like an interesting character. His whole thing is that he was already getting laid a lot, but he wasn't even looking for a relationship. He was just looking to meet a girlfriend through Tinder, because I guess he watched my videos when he thought it was like superior to what he was doing, which is like his like social status thing. And then he had me like give a motivational speech to his son and stuff like that.
Because this guy wanted to be appreciated for his appearance. Because like Tinder is like based basically off appearance, unless in your photos you're also like standing in front of a Bentley or like standing in front of like your mansion or something. But otherwise, you're just. Is that what the issue was? He's like, are women only liking me for my money?
Sort of. He didn't phrase it as money. He phrased it as status, because apparently he was very well known in his in UAE.
Well, then how can you even like avoid that other than by going to another country?
It was a very challenging climb. Yeah, I was kind of thrown off guard. I didn't really know. Like, I just helped him set up a really good Tinder profile and showed him how to get good photos, helped him organize them. And he would get like excited. He's like, yo, I usually like fuck really hot girls, but I met up with this girl who's like a 6, but it was Tinder. I was like, all right, dude. Like, I didn't understand him at all, but I try to help people unless their goals are like diabolical or whatever.
What's a diabolical goal?
No, I've never encountered one. I don't know. It'd be something like I don't know. I want to like fuck over my ex or something like that. Like, I want to spread my HIV. I don't know, something really like evil.
That would be evil.
That would be quite evil.
That would be quite evil.
Like, all right, you have to pay extra for that.
Terrible. Bad joke.
No.
Not pay.
No.
Okay, so then how many clients do you think you've helped in the process of all of this?
Directly through one-on-one coaching, or through like my course, or through like in general on YouTube? How do we define the metric?
Excluding YouTube, through courses and one-on-one.
I don't know if it's tens of thousands. It's thousands for sure. I don't know if we've sold 10,000 cards. It's probably like somewhere between like 3,000 and 7,000.
Interesting. Like, how long is your course?
How long does it take to get through it?
Yeah.
Depends. You can get through it probably in a few days if you really want to. Most people
take. Long course.
Yeah, it's long as fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have like, so a lot of people like have multiple courses. I don't do that. I just take everything I know and put it in one place.
Interesting. Okay. And can you tell me about this dating app that you started, or the texting app that you started too?
Yeah, it uses AI to basically tell you what to text a girl. It's called Fire Text. So essentially, you would just like write in the convo you're having, kind of like ChatGPT. So you would say it uses the same. ChatGPT uses OpenAI. We use OpenAI, so we use the same underlying not software. What's it called? LLM, learning language model. But yeah, essentially, it's like you said what the girl said and tells you what to say next. You can adjust it based on how risky you want the text to be. You can also give it instructions like, hey, I want to be sexual, or hey, I want to play it cool, I don't want to be sexual. You can write instructions and it will calibrate to that. But yeah, that's basically it.
People seem to be liking it. Doesn't have to be like too sexual all the time. You can change it to like, hey, I want to be like romantic, or you can
you can completely remove the sexuality if you want.
So how much of the conversation does it go, like, does it keep with the conversation as it's going, or you put in the last thing that she said or he said and put it into your app?
So the only way for it to keep with the conversation would be if I had access to Tinder's API data. So like automatically like cross sync that. There's no way Tinder's ever gonna agree to that. They've never done it before. They'll never do it with a small company like me, especially someone whose channel's name is Playing with Fire and like fucking does these debates and yeah.
Well, Tinder and Playing with Fire.
I know.
We could like
they tried to actually sue me for that way back when.
No way, really? How did that go?
I worked it out with Tinder's lawyers on the phone. I just
over the phone.
Yeah, I made some changes and they were cool with it.
What changes did you have to make? What was it?
It was they were making the claim. This is when I first
trademark infringement.
Yeah, trademark infringement. They were saying my logo was too similar to their logo, so I changed it a little bit. The original logo was a little bit different, and then they said they didn't want me to use the word Tinder so much on my website, so I cut down how much I use Tinder by like 50%.
Interesting, interesting. Huh.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm on Tinder's good side.
No, unlikely, because they don't even want. It sounds like they don't even want the affiliation.
No, I don't.
Maybe they want to like do like a crossover or work.
Which is weird because I've probably made them tens of thousands of dollars. Like so many people who
you
are like
signed guys up.
Yeah. I always say get the premium version. It's better. Like there's so many guys who are like
work with your man.
It's got to be at least tens of thousands. I can't imagine it being any less than that over the years.
Okay. We're gonna take super chats in like 10 minutes. I'll take the one that we have right now. I saw you, monolithic ethos. When will we go on our Disney World date? Probably really soon. Anyway,
what's the Disney World date?
Such a great question. So monolithic ethos is a buddy who lives in Orlando, and he has a seasonal pass to Disney World, and he wants to go to Disney World with me.
Very wholesome.
On a date. It is a very wholesome first date.
It's a big commitment, though.
Big commitment. But what would, yes. Monolithic ethos. I could show you. He's actually also he does the Riz of the conservative girls, and he does entire videos.
Oh.
Would you like to see one?
Sure, why not? Mom, can you give me a bottle of water?
Do you want any juice? I have juice. I know it's like.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I have
you have some
Coke?
You have some juice in your fridge? You have some cocaine?
No, yeah. No, I have root beer. I have coconut water. I'm
good. I appreciate the offer though.
All right, let's watch some monolithic ethos. Present your screen. Okay, hot conservative bitches at AmFest.
Yeah, but the great question. What is a strawberry week?
It's your period.
Oh.
What did you think it was?
Yeah, I'm listening.
We're gonna have you rate this guy's game at the end of this, okay?
Do you want me to rate his game? Okay, it's kind of tough because with my neck I can't really look down, but I can listen to it. I can give a pretty good assessment.
Okay, all right.
Something to do something like a strawberry festival. Or
no, just strawberry festival in your pants.
Yeah. I would need to hear more. It's like super short.
Greetings and salutation. It's the one and only, the Riz God himself, Monolithic Ethos here at the one and only America Fest 2023 in Phoenix, Arizona. And from what I heard, America Fest, when it comes to their demographics of people who attend here, is predominantly.
What was this, AmFest? Yeah, so there's CPAC and AmFest. And
I've heard of CPAC. I've never heard of AmFest.
Yeah, it's done by Turning Point USA with Charlie.
Oh, I know Turning Point, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it would be an ultimate challenge if I go to this and I wear a shirt that says "Go Biden." I can still pick up a girl.
That would be. You want to do that next time we go? I'll go too.
That would be really challenging. Yeah. And then if I can do that, then we make it harder by you going like as I'm talking to you, come up like he's a little lip bitch. Like how like you'd be like the heckler. And see if
I could totally do that. Yeah.
See if I can still pull it off. That would be the ultimate test.
You should also wear a mask. You know?
Oh fuck! I hate masks so much.
Just be like a liberal cock, yeah, for sure.
My girlfriend could do whatever she wants. T-shirt.
Actually. What is it like? Women's rights. There's like, have you seen those women rights like T-shirts like?
Or maybe something like I'm a man and I can have a baby too.
Male feminist shirt.
It'd be that hard for me to wear some girls for this episode.
What it is?
Yeah.
I have interviewed Breitbart in 5 minutes.
I could give him some film and put some film in the infield like that.
It was a trap! You trapped me! How fun!
Do you have time for an interview?
Can you explain the incident with the Reese's the Reese's candy wrapper incident?
The Reese's candy wrapper, there was an incident. It went pretty viral on X. I think we had over 6 million views. And I will say, that's nuance, bro. I was almost trafficked.
So if you find my Riz glasses on your car, would that be sex trafficking?
No, I'd be like, you know what? I found you. I don't think that's trafficking. I think you were just stalking.
Well, you were sex trafficking me?
No, were you sex trafficking me?
I doubt it.
The world may never know.
Like a Tootsie Pop.
Like a Tootsie Pop, yeah.
Ask him.
I feel like it's hard to evaluate. Like
can you give me
he's
some girl
witty and
advice? How to
shit.
riz women?
How to what?
How to riz women?
Risk?
Riz.
He actually girls phone number.
How to riz a woman?
Anyone could go in there and make like a funny one line. I mean, not everyone, but so he's got like some potential, but there's just like based on these like ultra short clips, can't really evaluate.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair.
I don't think he's an incel virgin, because he seems to have some relative level of confidence, although his outfit is unique, I guess. All right, let's see how he does.
What's your favorite Christian film?
There's a movie called Fireproof that's probably a decade old that's really good. It's about surviving marriage.
I think it's important to know like girly things in order, like, is that part of Riz? Because this is like the queen of the conservative girly. She's in charge of cute conservatives.
No, I don't know any cute girly things. I just know you guys like to steal sweatshirts after you have sex with a guy. That's about it.
All right, fine. Fair.
And getting through a long-term relationship and not getting divorced when going gets tough after you've been married for a long time. I mean, if that's what you mean, like those C-list Christian movies?
More like, for instance, you could make an argument that Showgirls is a Christian movie. You've seen Showgirls?
I haven't. Why do you think it's a Christian movie?
Basically tells like women to be like, watch out to evil in this world. And in the end, she has like a reawakening, right?
Yeah, it might be. But you might be the movie guy. Now I've got a whole list of stuff I need to see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. It was so great talking to you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. All right. Put your hand out. Is it a 7? Let's see if it's a 7.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I dropped it. Hold up.
Better. Is it better? Hopefully it's better. Click the mute. Okay. All right. Yeah. It says zero sound, but I'm sure.
Please don't tell me we lost sound like an hour ago. So none of this.
No. Yeah.
You can just turn this off and do the whatever this.
I think we're better. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that I don't even know what we missed. Hopefully we didn't miss much, but
There's gonna be tough questions.
what? I mean, I thought it was a little bit tough at the beginning when I was grilling you over whether or not you were interested in minor children. No, like I felt like that was like hard questions. I feel like those were very hard questions.
They're super easy questions. The answer is no. I like adults. Hard question would be like something where you're like, fuck, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I told you ahead of time like what videos we would be going over.
No, I'm just fucking with you. It's all good.
Yeah, fair. Like I do want to give like I want to give like reasonable questions because I was I'm friends with you, and I don't engage in friendships with people that I think are.
No, I'm just totally fucking with you. I don't.
No, let you hear me out though.
Okay.
And someone sent me this video and being like, "How can you justify going on his channel anymore because of this video?" And I was like, "Well, I think that he has like a very good explanation, and I want to hear it from you." And then I heard it from you, and then I was like, "Do you mind if you come on my show and explain that explanation?" And so
I've also talked about it publicly like a dozen times. I've like addressed this over and over again. I think at least 6 or 7 times I've like publicly addressed it. Yeah. You know what's crazy? There was one guy who went so far and beyond that he actually created fake screenshots between me and the girl. I don't know if, well, she's a public figure anyway. Aspen, me and Aspen, like they were like totally like just like very sexual and graphic, except for the fact that he didn't even know that I had an iPhone. So they were like SMS, so they're in green, right? Which they would never would be. Yeah, so it was fun. Nor do I even have her number, so I won't even know how I would be texting her. But it was like it was so obviously doctored, and he just got caught like really fast. I was like, wait, dude, this is not real.
Yeah, maybe someone sent it to him to try to fuck with him so that he'd get caught really quickly, or like you never know.
I don't know. Yeah, there's like some people trying to do some 4D chess shit, although.
Yeah, there's always people doing fucked up. I actually cut a bunch of people out of my life. No more Destiny, no more.
No more Destiny.
No, gone completely.
What happened with Destiny?
If
If you want, you can tell me offline.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tell you later. But yeah, no, he's gone.
I was just talking to him last night. He was on my debate panel.
Interesting. I mean, like you do you, boo, but
He's always been great to me, but I'm curious what your story is.
yeah, I've seen what I've needed to see, and I am done. So I saw what it was like. Oh my god, I've been defending this person for so long.
I'm really curious what it is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I will tell you right now because we're about to log off.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Bye.